Right now, your life is a reflection of what you've been willing to tolerate. The question is, are you finally ready to demand more from yourself? There comes a moment in every person's life when excuses stop working. Not because life suddenly becomes fair. Not because opportunities magically appear. But because something inside you finally gets tired of hearing your own reasons for staying the same. And that moment? It's uncomfortable. It's the moment when you realize that where you are right now is a result of what you've been willing to tolerate. Let that sink in. The job you complain about, the goals you keep postponing, the version of yourself you keep delaying. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern. And patterns don't break with wishful thinking. They break with decisions. See, in America, we are sold a dream. The idea that if you just show up, things will somehow fall into place. That success is a matter of timing, connections, or luck. But deep down, you already know the truth. Success doesn't come from comfort. It comes from confrontation. Confronting your habits, confronting your fears, confronting that quiet voice in your head that says, maybe I'm not ready. Let me tell you something, you will never feel ready. No one does. The difference between people who win and people who stay stuck is simple. They move anyway. They show up when it's inconvenient. They work when nobody is watching. They push forward when every part of them wants to quit. And right now, you have a choice. You can keep negotiating with your potential, or you can start demanding more from yourself. Because the truth is, your life is not waiting on the perfect moment. It's waiting on your decision. You don't need more time. You don't need more resources. You don't need someone to come save you. What you need is ownership. Ownership of your mornings. Ownership of your discipline. Ownership of your mindset. Because when you take ownership, something shifts. Suddenly, you're not a victim of circumstances. You're a creator of outcomes. And yes, it's harder. It's harder to wake up early when nobody is forcing you. It's harder to stay consistent when results aren't immediate. It's harder to believe in yourself when doubt is louder than confidence. But hard is where transformation lives. Think about that. Everything you want, the confidence, the success, the freedom, it exists on the other side of doing what most people refuse to do. And most people, they quit too early. They quit when it gets uncomfortable. They quit when progress slows down. They quit right before things start to change. But not you. Not anymore. Because if you're listening to this right now, something inside you is already shifting. You're starting to realize that the life you want isn't out of reach. It's just on the other side of effort. Real effort. Consistent effort. Uncomfortable, relentless effort. And here's the part nobody tells you. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your standards. So the real question is, what are you willing to accept from yourself? Because that answer will define everything. And once you raise your standards, everything changes. You stop making excuses for being average. You stop tolerating distractions. You stop waiting for motivation. And you start building discipline. Because discipline is what carries you when motivation disappears. And it will disappear. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up. Days when progress feels invisible. Days when quitting feels justified. That's where most people fold, but that's where you rise. Because greatness is not built in the spotlight. It's built in those quiet moments when nobody is clapping, nobody is watching, and nobody is coming. To push you forward. That's where identity is forged. Not in what you say you want, but in what you repeatedly do. So ask yourself this. Are your daily actions aligned with the life you claim you want? Because if they're not, then something has to change. And that something is you. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. You don't need another plan. You don't need another video. You don't need another reason. You need to move. Take the first step. Make the call. Start the project. Go to the gym. Wake up earlier. Do something that your future self will thank you for, because your future is being built right now, in the choices you make today. And here's the truth most people avoid: you are either building momentum or you are building regret. There is no neutral. Every day you delay, you reinforce the version of yourself that stays stuck. Every day you act, you reinforce the version of yourself that grows. So who are you becoming? Because identity isn't something you find. It's something you create. And you create it through action, through consistency, through resilience, through showing up again and again, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. Because that's where separation happens. That's where the gap widens between people who talk and people who execute. Between people who wish and people who win. And make no mistake, this world rewards execution, not intentions, not ideas, not potential. Execution. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. If you've been waiting for the right time, this is it. If you've been waiting for permission, you don't need it. You already have everything you need to start right now. So stop hesitating. Stop overthinking. Stop doubting what you're capable of and start becoming who you're meant to be. Because at the end of the day, it's not about where you started. It's not about what you've been through. It's not about how many times you failed. It's about what you decide to do next. So decide. Decide that you're done playing small. Decide that you're done making excuses. Decide that you're ready to level up. And once you make that decision, back it up with action. Relentless, consistent, undeniable action. Because your life doesn't change when you want it to. It changes when you commit to it.